Hey guys, Chief Williams Unfiltered. I was in Atlanta for a wedding and I was lucky enough to rent a 2019 Camaro 1LT. This one looks good on the outside. It's all show and no go. So this is what you call a poser. It's a 2.0 liter turbo, four cylinder, 275 horsepower. It does okay, but it looks faster than it really is. It's not slow, but it's not really all that fast.
All right, thank you.
As a rental car, I would never buy a former rental car. In my opinion, buying a rental car is like marrying a stripper. It's got a lot of miles on it, and you don't know what the service records really are. Uh, Camaro comes with three different motors. You got the four cylinder, the V6, V8. There is another V8 that I didn't list here that comes on the ZL1, which is a 6.2 liter, 650 horsepower supercharged that's shared with the Corvette and the Cadillac CTS-V. This has the retro vents, which isn't really accurate. The 1967 Camaro had square vents, not round vents. This has the paddle shifters. The all three engines come with either a six-speed manual or eight-speed automatic. The door is really kind of awkward to close, kind of weird to stick your handle in there to close the door. There's no, there's not much storage for paperwork. The steering wheel looks great. The flat bottom steering wheel is used along the whole brand. 7-inch touchscreens available at the lower level trims, and the higher levels have an 8-inch touch screen. The AC and HVAC controls are pretty cool. This knob on the left, you turn the whole knob to turn the heat up or down, and then it's controlled. A fan speed is the knob on the right. Heated and cooled seats are available in higher level trim models. Satellite radio comes standard with this trim level. Um, the heat and defrost is in the middle. Um, Overall, I think it's a very nice car. The dash has very good quality soft touch materials along the dash. The frameless mirrors are also a nice touch, even available on the lower trim levels. Has LED map lights. Unfortunately, there's no sunglass holder. So again, what I said about lack of storage, the lower trim models don't have lights for the mirrors. I'm sure the higher level ones do. The only place I could put my rental agreement was between the mirror and the sun visor, because again, there's a lack of storage. It has the electronic parking brake, so there's no old-fashioned e-brake drifting going on. If you want to drift, you're gonna have to use the regular brake. It has three drive modes, at least in this trim level: the Tourer, Sport, and Snow. Here's the motor. Um, as you can see, there's a lot more room in the engine bay. This is a 2-liter turbo. You also have room for the V6 and the V8. But again, if you just want an entry-level sports car, this one starts at 27.9. It looks great. Um, I didn't think it drove all that well. I know the higher level models have better handling and better suspension. The top of the line has the magnetic ride that the Cadillac CTS and the Corvette have. But this lower level trim model was not very confidence inspiring. 245 50 18s are a good looking set of wheels. Next up, you can get 20s, which I think look best on a car like this. If you're going to have a sports car, you should have 20-inch wheels. But there's nothing wrong with people that have the 18-inch wheels. The lines on this car are absolutely gorgeous. I think looks wise, it's kind of a toss up between the Mustang and the Camaro. I personally drove a 5.0 Mustang a few weeks ago, and I was seriously thinking about buying it because it was that impressive. I didn't, but $50,000 for a Mustang GT is a lot of money. And if I were going to buy a Mustang, I would want to get the top of the line. This car, again, though, the Camaro is, you just have to cross shop. If you want a two-door high performance muscle car, you just have to do your homework. This car looks absolutely gorgeous in person. It's got the LED daytime running lights. The higher level trim have all LED lights, but just getting in the door for under 30 grand, this is definitely worth considering. Looking at any Camaro, there's really not a bad angle. I think they did a really good job. Um, I think they probably should have differentiated this model from the previous generation, but either way, it looks really good. The interior on this one probably looks a little better. The only hang up I have is what I told you about the lack of pockets. And then the powerful exhaust knocked over my GoPro. I just bought this camera 2 weeks ago, and now I got a cracked lens. So there it is, my brand new GoPro. I'm gonna have to send it in for repair. These things are supposed to be indestructible. I know I didn't have the extra skin on it, but oh well.
Yeah, so I don't know if I really like this car. There's no storage, there's no place to put things. The handle here to close the door is really small. There's no pockets. Even the rental agreement, there's nowhere to put it. There's no pockets. So right now I have it stuck over the visor. Even here, previous guy I guess was eating some chicken nuggets. That's disgusting. But yeah, there's really nowhere to put stuff. It's kind of fun. It's fun to drive. I don't know. I don't like it better than the Mustang, which is sad to say because I like the previous generation Camaro. But this one, it's quirky, but the lack of storage is kind of a big deal. The vents are different because you just spin the whole thing to turn the fan up, and then you spin the whole dial to change the temperature. I'll show you that in a minute. The dials are pretty cool. I know this is just a base model, but the layout is still the same even for the SS or the 2SS or even the top of the line. But I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted. Every car is a compromise. You're giving up something. It looks good, but I wish they would have just done a little bit more with the storage. That's kind of a big deal.
So here's the second to the top of the line. This is a SS1LE package with the 6.2 liter V8. Definitely looks more aggressive. This is six, but unless you know what you're looking at, you think that these cars are the same. But if you put them side by side, the base model does not look nearly as sexy as this SS with the 1LE package. Please like, share, subscribe. I'm Chief Williams. I'm out.